Good evening, folks. John Kutchko with you and talking weather with meteorologist James Gilbert.
Glad to be here.
And it's been a wild last 48 hours. Not necessarily in Rochester,
no.
But west of here and east and northeast of here.
Yeah, for sure. You got to be east of the lakes. That's the bonus part. I was in Swain yesterday, got some skiing in.
You had the place to yourself.
I think it scared away a lot of people. I was out there in the elements. We saw a little bit of sun, a little bit of snow. It was a little tough getting there. Of course, just in the very northern part of Allegheny County, where that is.
Oh, it's a wonderful area near Canasarega, beautiful countryside there, but they were getting snow and they were getting wind.
Yeah.
Speaking of wind, let's show you the video. I went to, today, yesterday I went to Sodas Point. So today I wanted to go to Oswego. So it was an early morning departure. And I love seeing these lighthouses when there's a west wind and it's really whipping. And I'm telling you, it was whipping today with gusts 40, 45 miles an hour, and I can't even, there it is. They were talking to me. But I shot this in Oswego today, and look at the sustained force, that wind coming from the west. This lighthouse dates back to 1934. It can take a beating. So I knew that, and I've been there a few times to see this. It's always fun to see. I wanted to see how the eastern shoreline, James, was faring. So I went from there to the Pulaski area. This is facing west. In other words, they're taking a direct hit from the wind, and you can see all the ice build up, the stones that get shoved on land there from the water. I mean, it's a whole different world on that shoreline when you're facing west for 2 days, facing that wind from the west, and a lot of ice gathering there. And when you hear about the lake erosion and the flooding in the spring and all the damage, look at that place. Ice 1.5 feet, 2 feet up to the bottom of the window.
Right.
I mean, this is what you're talking about when you hear about all these lakeshore. High risk, high reward when you got a place like that. A seasonal home. It's a cottage. Some people don't live there year-round, believe it or not, and it's tough.
Yeah, and so that is frozen spray is what we call it. You have temperatures in the 20s and even temperatures in the teens. You get the water that comes up, and it sprays, and it just freezes on contact.
And even on the lighthouse, you can see some coating of ice on the
right there.
side facing the west, but nothing like we saw a year ago when the wind gusts there were 81 miles an hour hurricane force. It was not like that this time around, but I can tell you, I was surprised it was this impressive when I got there about 7.
So. My freshman year, first week at Oswego, I remember walking on that down to the lighthouse and seeing it just demolished is just incredible.
It is incredible. We both went to Oswego, separated by many, many years. And I never paid attention to the lake or the lighthouse when I was there. I was studying to be a sportscaster.
Yeah. And I looked at maps all day. So.
It's incredible, but great beauty there. What do you got for us?
Not much, to be honest, John. The snow depth kind of meager, 0 or 1 inch in the past 5 days. This camera was showing some lake effect. This is out of Canandaigua Lake. It's passed through, and that's been the story. Passing snow showers. The wind, though, that really, I think, is a bigger headline. Gusts 30 miles per hour. We've seen that push 40, even 50 miles per hour in some spots. Single-digit wind chills, so a bitter cold winter day around Rochester. Locally, let's see, we've got lake effect snow warning still in effect for Wyoming County. That lasts through tomorrow morning. We've got winter weather advisory for Wayne County. That's for a little bit of snow tonight. This, of course, the lakeshore flood warning, which you know all too much about the film that you just showed us there. Live radar showing the only game in town locally is what's coming off Erie, which isn't much, even right now. We need a little bit more of a boost from this. This will be what's going to impact us later this evening, but not during the drive. It should be well after everybody's home. It's basically a cold front, really, that's going to drop our temperatures down. We're feeling the 20s. I think we even feel colder as we start tomorrow morning. Futurecast shows exactly that. 10:30, there it is. That pushes through. Could even be squall-like, reducing visibilities, making it tough travel, about 1 inch or 2 on the ground. And then it's just kind of typical northwest winds, scattered lake effect snow showers through your Saturday. It stays cold. This model has us at 20. I know you mentioned, maybe staying in the teens. There's a possibility we're stuck at 18, 19.
Wow, cold tomorrow.
Yeah, cold tomorrow. It won't be as windy, but it doesn't matter when you have teens for temperatures. You got single-digit wind chills no matter what. And then we quiet down Sunday. I think Sunday, hopefully, we'll tap into a little bit of sun. So we've got those impressive numbers east of Ontario, locally. Just a couple of meager inch or twos. Probably worth spraying the salt. Laying the salt out.
Yeah, especially given the cold. And,
yeah, right, and the wind chills, right.
Pretty cold.
Really, that's when sometimes normal, regular salt doesn't do the trick. The warm-up is coming, though, for those folks that are really sick of it. Yeah, we're got near 50 for Monday, and then back in the 40s. None of these bouts of precipitation, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, are that intimidating. Maybe another potential storm as we get into next week.
All right. James, thank you very much. Always have a fun time discussing weather in detail on RochesterFirst.com.
Glad to be here.
And thank you very much. Have a terrific weekend.